Well, we'll turn to Africa now. And how do you connect people living in poor and remote areas with investors who live in the city? It's actually quite hard, but two technology entrepreneurs are taking up the challenge to create new opportunities. Aletta Harrison sent us this report from Cape Town.
Africa has one of the highest inequality rates in the world. Here in South Africa, a sharp division exists between people in cities and those excluded from formal economic activities. But the ensuing challenges like unemployment and poverty are all too familiar to people right across the continent, especially those in rural areas. But some enterprising individuals have recognized ways to use technology to bridge the economic divide. ANDRE-PIERRE co-founded a mobile platform to help small-scale farmers in Kenya access formal funding. Their innovative company, Farm Drive, is now a shining example of how technology can connect rural Africans to the mainstream economy and transform lives.
Mobile money is very, very big in Kenya. A lot of these farmers send and receive money on their mobile phones, and this is data that's being generated every day. So we started looking at these kinds of interactions that are happening at the bottom of the pyramid and how we can translate that to value for these smallholder farmers.
Tech startups like Farm Drive have the potential to lead to large-scale economic growth, but not without a little help to get off the ground. And it's with people like these in mind that Thomson Reuters is launching a brand new innovation lab in Cape Town to boost entrepreneurs on the continent.
It's local solutions for local problems. Who best to solve a local problem than someone who's actually faced with it every single day? And you know that adversity breeds creative thinking, it breeds innovation. And we're seeing a lot of the economic development on the continent coming through startups.
One of the things that we bring to the table is scale, right? So if Farm Drive is now working with a small microfinance institution, they partner up with someone like a Thomson Reuters who can bring the power of Barclays and Rand Merchant Bank and Standard Bank and all of our customers to that conversation, then instantly the 4,000 farmers that Farm Drive has been providing loans to becomes 40,000 or 400,000.
Through assisting businesses like Farm Drive, ICT incubators such as these will have an increasingly important part to play in shrinking the economic divide and in doing so help African economies grow. Aletta Harrison, TRT World, Cape Town.
Well, let's revisit Cape Town now. Andre-Pierre du Plessis joins us. AP, nice to see you in your home country. Tell us about this app we saw in the report there. Tell us a little bit more about how it works.
Right, so you got a chance to meet one of the Kenyan women there who started this. They are two women who themselves grew up on farms in Kenya, and they studied computer programming and realized that the families that they know and the families where they grew up in really had a big struggle in actually securing loans from banks. Now, part of the reason for that is the banking system in Kenya is to blame, but at the same time, banks struggle to gauge a farmer's ability to repay loans. Now, as one of the founders said in the piece, mobile technology has really ballooned in Kenya. The adoption of very simple phones in Kenya has been bigger than anywhere else, and so they use text messages to keep track of their business, and financial institutions take a look at that, and that's how they can gauge how good they are at repaying loans.
Got you. Okay, so a fairly positive story there. Andre-Pierre du Plessis in Cape Town. Thanks very much.